So we're picking up where we left off, and we are in the Gospel of Mark. Again, the books about Jesus are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all about his life when he was here. And we are in Mark chapter 4, verse 35. Jesus calms the storm. That day when evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side of, I guess, the lake or the sea." Now, leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with Jesus. A furious squall came up and waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern sleeping on a cushion. So he's asleep during all this while they were getting pounded by the storm. The disciples woke Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up and he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." And the wind died down and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" No faith in what? No faith in him as the Son of God. They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this that even the wind and the waves obey him?" And that's the end of chapter 4 in Mark. We're moving into chapter 5 in the Gospel of Mark. They went across the lake to the region called the Gerasenes. When Jesus got out of the boat, a man with an impure spirit came from the tombs to meet Jesus. This man lived in the tombs and no one could bind him anymore, not even with a chain, for he had often been chained hands and foot, but he tore the chains apart and he broke the irons that were on his feet. No one was strong enough to subdue this possessed man. Night and day among the tombs and in the hills, this man would cry out and cut himself with stones. So these demons were making this poor man suffer horribly. Okay? Now when the man saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. And he shouted out at the top of his voice. Now this is the demon shouting out through this man. "What are you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." Now, again, it shows the selfishness of evil. Evil is completely selfish. Evil is, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I don't care about you. I don't care what happens to you or what I have to do to you. I just want what I want. Good is putting your concern about other people. I care about you. I'm trying to help you. You know, you're concerned for me, and I'm trying to help you. Evil is, I don't care about you. I just want what I want. And if I have to hurt you, I'll hurt you, because what I want is the only thing that's important. So these demons were causing this poor man to suffer. But yet, they don't care. They didn't care they're making this poor man suffer. All they care about is, Jesus, don't make us suffer. Evil. Okay? So selfish. So they said to Jesus, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." For Jesus had said to this demon, "Come out of this man, you impure spirit." They didn't want to come out of him. Then Jesus asked the demon, "What is your name?" And he said, "My name is Legion, because we are many." There are many demons inside this poor possessed man. And the demon begged Jesus again and again not to send these demons, not to send them out of the area. So a large herd of pigs were feeding on a hill nearby. The demons begged Jesus, "Send us into the pigs. Allow us to go into the pigs." So he gave them permission, and the impure spirits came out and went into the pigs. The herd of pigs, about 2,000 in number, rushed down the steep bank into the lake and were drowned. So when the demons went to the pigs, they went crazy, or it was painful for them, whatever, and they ran and they killed themselves. Those tending the pigs ran off and reported this in the town and the countryside, and the people went out to see what had happened. When they came to Jesus, they saw the man who had been possessed by the legion of demons. He was sitting there dressed and he was in his right mind. And they were afraid from what they saw. Those who had seen it told the people what happened to the demon-possessed man, and told the people about the pigs as well, about how the demons went out of the man, went to the pigs, and they just rushed down to kill themselves. They drowned themselves. Then the people began to plead with Jesus to leave their region. So God came to this town to save them, and they're pleading with God, "Please get out of here." Think about that for a minute. Jesus came to this town to save them, and they're telling Jesus, "Get out of here, we want you to leave." Can't be good for that town. Did they want him to leave just because they're afraid, or were they more concerned about, you cost us 2,000 pigs, than, oh my goodness, you saved this poor man's soul and saved them from being possessed? Either way, it's not good for this town. Now, as Jesus was getting back into the boat, the man who had been demon possessed begged Jesus to go with him. Jesus did not let him, but he said to the man, "Go home to your own people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how much mercy he has shown you." So the man went away and began to tell in the Decapolis how much Jesus had done for him, and all the people were amazed.